Look like we in.
Recording in progress.
All right. Greetings, 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 greetings. Family, friends, and the world. This is Mikael, Eric Harris, better known as the Juice, also known as the Alkaline Water Guy. How is everyone doing on this beautiful night? This is the night of, shall I say, this is the night after Monday that we call they say Monday night, but it's actually the night after Monday. And the date was March 30th, 2026. This was March 30th, 2026. March went through quick. If you think about it, March 33, 326. March 30th, 2026. You know what I'm saying? This is Mikael's Knowledge of Truth. This is Mikael's Knowledge of Truth. We're here every quote unquote Monday, as they call Monday night, which is really the night after what we call Monday. Actually, this is the third night of the week, but they call it the night after Monday. And we're here every night after Monday at 9 p.m. All right. Got on just because I was eating. I just got through eating. A little full, and I had to clean my mouth out a little bit because I was running, getting things together, making sure I got everything on. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off with our prayer as we always do. We're going to start off with a prayer. So as we do the prayer, right, we're going to do the prayer. And then tonight we're going into, I'm going to share with you. I was sharing information last night on sovereign testimonies, and I went into Revelation 18, and I think I spoke on the first 8 verses. So, and I said to last night, I think I'll go speak on that tonight. So tonight we're going to speak on Revelation chapter 18, and we're going to go in there and see some things that's being said, revealed, or the thing that is happening in this day and time. All right? Right now we're going to start with our prayer. Blessed be thou, Father of the universe, that bring forth all living creatures forth from the earth. Blessed be thou, Father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Blessed be the Father of Israel. Blessed be the Father of 12 tribes of Israel. Thank you, Father, for all you've done, been doing, and plan to do. We ask you to keep giving us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, life, health, and strength, food, shelter, and clothing. Let us be happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, and prosperous in all that we do. We ask you to keep leading and guiding us so we can help lead and guide others in your knowledge, your word, your ruach, and your way. We ask you to keep your arm protection on us and keep us in every way. Help us in every way that we may know how to grow in your word, your way, your laws, and your will. We ask you the spirit and ruach upon us that we may know to grow and guide us in the direction of your word and your way. We ask you to keep us in that way as well. We also to let us retain the knowledge that we are searching for and that you give us to know that we may retain it, live it, and do it. We also ask you to forgive us of the sins of us, our ancestors, and our forefathers have done in time past, today's time and time to come that we may not know about. But we ask you to forgive us of these things and lift the spirit of deep sleep from us that we may awaken to your knowledge, your word, and your wisdom and your way. We ask you to help us with these things, as well as we ask you to help us understand and know that all curses is in Deuteronomy 28, verse 15 through 68, and that sickness is a part of that curse, that we may awaken from the sickness and that we may do the things that will help us from the sickness that we are sick in, or we have this disease upon our bodies, that we may come out of them, heal ourselves, and grow in your way. We thank you, Father, in all these things we pray, and also we ask you to help us in every way, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, financial, or spiritual. In all these things we pray. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise you, Almighty. Thank you, Father. Praise you. All right. And also, I'd like to welcome my brother Dave. We got brother Dave Handy from our sovereign class. He's hanging out with us tonight. He's on right now on Zoom from our sovereign class, which we will be having in the rising of the day and tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. All right. 7:30 a.m. in the rising, and also at 9 excuse me, at 9 p.m. tomorrow night. But other than that, as I was saying, we're going to go into Revelation chapter 18 and see where we are today in this information. All right. Revelation chapter 18. Let's check it out. Let's see what we can find and see what it's all about. All right. Revelation 18. Let's see where we at. And this is the fall of Babylon. In my book, this is the heading, but it's the fall of Babylon. Let's see what this is talking about, and let's get some understanding of what's in here that people can see and may understand. All right. Just real quick. Now, Revelation 18:1. And after these things, that means some things was going on before this happened. But check it out. And after these things, I saw another angel. You see, this was a different angel. I saw another angel come down. Matter of fact, let me get these babies together just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna clean these up just a little bit since I just stuck them on out of my out of the glass compartment that they come in. Put these on real quick so I can see a little bit clearer than I can. Let's see what's happening with this. The bottom part looking. Make sure I get this together. Hold on. This is my reading glasses, but I want to be able to see good. Can't say I want to be able to see, but I want to be able to see good. Let's see what we're looking at this time. A little bit better. It's not like I won't, but it's a little bit better. But here we go. And after these things, make sure I can check my, there we go. Now, and after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. You hear that? It's another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. Now we gotta understand how is he coming down and what was he lightening the earth with? Verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitations of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Now, as last night, as I was sharing the information, this is your so-called America and the world today. Mostly America. This is mostly America, but I just not only say America, it's America and the world today. Because Babylon is really the system of the world today. Remember, Babylon was a kingdom in the world at one time. After all the tribes scattered throughout the earth. What tribes? The ones according to the language after the Tower of Babel, where the Babel started at, and everybody that talked the same and recognized each other went their way. That's when Babylon started. So Babylon is the world, right? Babylon is actually the world. But what ended up happening, different kingdoms rose out of the earth from each sect, from each culture. Kingdoms, that's why we had the Syrians and the Chaldeans and the Ethiopians and Egyptians, or the Hamitic people, which they call Egyptian. This is where Israel rose up, and Esau, and all these different nations rose up in the earth, right? So now it says, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, is fallen and has become, here we go, check this out, and is become the habitation of devils. This is where we at today. This is where we at. A habitation of devils, evil people. See, the devil is the system. I always say the devil is the system, and the devil is within you, which is evil. Devil, evil, take the D off devil, and you got evil. Evil people, right? It's become the habitations of devils and the hold of every foul spirit. Foul spirit. How many foul spirits do you see in people today? Foul spirit is the opposite of love, loving spirit. How many hateful and evil, treacherous, conniving spirits do y'all see in people today? How many people are loving and trying to help each other and do for each other? And then look at how many people is trying to always connive and get and plot. Think about it. This is where we at today. The habitation of devils and the hold of every foul spirit to us within the mind and within you. And a cage, see, a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. It's a cage to a lot of people. And what that mean by a cage for every unclean and hateful bird? See, a lot of people, and I'm just going to give you an understanding right now. See, when the credit, and I told y'all in here, the credit said, come out from among her and separate yourself. If you're caged in, you can't be separated. You don't know what to do because you're in a cage. And to be truthful, a lot of cages is the jail system. But then have you ever heard, it was a website called Prison Planet at one time. This planet is a prison for those, and the prison is actually in the mind. The mind is a prison. You can be as free as all our doors, but you can still be locked down in the mind. No different than you got some, if y'all know dogs that grew up in the yard or grew up with a chain on them majority of his life. They had a chain on them, couldn't go nowhere. People, and that to me, that's horrible. A dog, you can't really move around. He on the chain. He only goes so far at the chain. But people don't even realize that. That's really horrible to me. But the fact is, not only the chain, but also inside a gated fence. That's the far as the dog will go. Far as the dog will go, and you open that cage, sometime a dog come to it and look out. That all depends what type of dog he is. Now, if he's a mean dog or somebody a dog that's wild, practically, he'll come out there and start biting people. He'll get out and just start biting people because he's wild. But more of a domestic, he gonna come there, he gonna look around, he gonna look out, he gonna stay where where home at. Home is in, that's where some people is in their areas where they live. People in Atlanta, some people on the east side, west side, some people in North Cross, some people in College Park. Some people don't leave their area. Some people don't. Some people in here in Detroit. Some people have never been to the west side. Their domestic domain is on the east side. Some people ain't never been to the east side. Their domestic to the west side. You know what I'm saying? Some people just in different places, even in Chicago. You got people that's domestic to their area. That's a cage right here. Excuse me. And the hold of every foul spirit and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. And like I said last night, I'm going to say it again. How many times y'all remember used to hearing this old word, chicken heads? Look at that old chicken head right there. Girl walking, look like what they call it? What's it called that? Oh man, with the click, click, click with Will Smith. With them worms and walk around them worms and walk, just saying y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, still, you just call them chicken heads. Foul, what did it say? Every foul, unclean, and hateful bird. That's a lot of these people, not just the women, a lot of the men having foul spirits as well within them. All right. Verse 3. For all nations have drunk. You see that? You see that? This is Babylon. Babylon. Remember I said, and thank you, Father, for putting me in the beginning. Babylon was the beginning of the world empire. Everybody been scattered throughout the earth. So the whole earth is Babylon. But now Babylon is actually under the rulership under Esau. I was talking to a brother about this today. Not about this, but about Esau today. Esau is over the whole world. And now everybody has come under the submission of Esau. Because what? Genesis 27, verse 40. By thy sword shalt thou conquer, or shalt thou live, should I say. By thy sword shalt thou live. And what I was sharing with the brother is, by war shalt thou live. Anything that when it comes to war is of Esau. And I don't care if it's of the games that you're playing today, basketball, baseball, football, hockey, even tennis. You're against each other. As long as you're against each other, there's war. One way or another. Even though we look at it like, hey, it's fun. It's just sport. It's still war. A lot of people don't get it. Y'all can't see it. But hey. For all nations, you see that? For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. The wine of the wrath. I want to tell y'all something real quick. I want to bring you to something real quick and give you the understanding to this wine of this wrath. Jeremiah chapter, it's a good history lesson for you too if you check it out, Dave. Jeremiah chapter 25. Jeremiah 25, and I'm going to show you verse 15. Jeremiah 25, 15. About to give you something. And I'm going to show you what the wine of the wrath is. Hold on. Let me get this real quick. Come on. Jeremiah 25. Let me get y'all understand. All this is of the Creator's plan. A lot of people don't understand this. Right here. The heading to this, as Gen 4:15 said, the cup of the wrath of all for all nations. You see this? The cup of wrath for all nations. You see this? Now, this is prophecy. This is prophecy. This prophecy is what we're reading about right now. But check out what it says, verse 15. I'm taking no further than 15 through just 15 to 18. I'm just going to take it to 15 to 18. Y'all can read the whole thing and understand it when you read it, but you'll understand. But this is the cup of wrath of the Creator's fury. The Creator's angry. But here we go. For thus saith Yah of Israel unto me. For thus saith the Creator of Israel unto me. Unto who? Jeremiah. Take the wine of this fury. Take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it. This is symbolic. This is going to be a cup that Jeremiah, and he said, at my hand, meaning the Creator is within Jeremiah. At my hand. And who he tell you where Jeremiah is going to go, he's going to tell all the people to drink it because the Creator dwells within Jeremiah. So, for thus saith Yah of Israel unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee, meaning the Creator going to be talking to him while he making the move. Creator talking to him in his mind. Send thee shall to drink it. 16. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad. All these nations that Jeremiah is supposed to go to, they're going to be moved, they're going to be mad. Because of the sword, what did I just tell you Esau's blessing is? By thy sword shalt thou live. By war shalt thou live. That's Genesis 27, verse 40. Genesis 27 and 40 tells you who the sword is. And he's sword all over the world today. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad, because of the sword that I will send among them. Then took I the cup at Yah's hand and made all the nations to drink, unto whom Yah had sent me. The Creator sent him to all these different nations, right? 18. To wit, Jerusalem. Israel was the first. Why? Because we was the one who know the Creator, and we disobeyed his laws and his word and his way. So he punished us, punished everybody, starting with us. He punished all nations, but he started with his children. He started with his loved ones, the apple of his eye. That's who the Creator started with. You see it right here in verse 18. To wit, Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, and the kings thereof, and the princes thereof, to make them a desolation and astonishment, a hissing and a curse. See? And what does it say right after that? As it is this day, as it is right now. A lot of us are cursed amongst other nations because we're not the head, we're the tail. We're cursed until you get into your executive office, until you get into the law. Number one, first you got to get into the law and understand who you are. And then as you get into the law, you work into being a child of the Creator through being in your executiveship. But when you become an executive, you're coming under the tutelage and under the banner of the Creator, and you becoming his son. You are over all nations at this time. But first, you got to get to know the Creator. You got to understand the Creator. You got to know his word, his laws, his ways. But why is this going on? It's the cup of Yah's fury. And this is going on since then, since Babylon, because at this time he used Nebuchadnezzar. At this time. But it's still going on today. The sword don't stop. I was sharing this with a brother today about the mentality of a people. He was asking me, well, what do you think Esau is today? I said, in what aspect are you speaking? Then he went to when he was born. I said, well, that was Esau then. Today, the system is Esau. Today, the system is Esau. How? By thy sword shall thou live. Everywhere he go, he wins and he take over and he rules by war. And who has been set up for war? The Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, Coast Guards, what's their name? Coast Guards. What's their other name? They said we're up by 5 in the morning. I forgot their names. Can't think of them right now. All these different aspects of military. And then they got Navy SEALs inside the Navy. You got all kinds of different things that's going on. So you got to understand what the war, what war actually mean in this day and time, and who does it prosper for. It prospered for Esau. Esau wanted to take over everywhere he go. That was his blessing. But we're going to end up getting it overall. Whenever that time comes, whenever y'all wake up. So let's go back over here to 18. Y'all can read all that Jeremiah chapter 25 and get a better understanding according to some of the stuff I'm about to share with you. But again, verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. You see that? Because the Father one who gave the wine, the fury, the cup of the fury. But all nations going to end up drinking from that cup. And this it said again, for all nations have drunk of the wine, of the wrath, of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication. Now, when you say fornication, not just, it is like sex, but it's not talking about sex. It's talking about idolatry with other deities, other gods and things like that. That's what fornication really is, idolatry. But people have taken and said, oh, you committing fornication because you have the sex with another woman. In a sense, that's like a sex guy. Because if you're not doing as the Creator said, a woman, when you allow a man to come in you, that's supposed to be your husband. And before he go into you, he's supposed to be looking for you to be his wife or wives. Because men can have more than one woman. Just let y'all know that. For y'all y'all thinking according to the way the Romans, men can have more than one wife. And these are the ones he's going to take care of, he's going to watch out for, and they're going to be to his woman. They ain't just to lay back and just, okay, you got to take care of me. No, you got to get out there and work too. I seen a video today. This girl said, you're gonna take care of me and this, that. He said, oh, okay. She said, come on, let's go down. No, she said, you're gonna take it. He said, oh, okay, come on, let's go down here. He said, oh, okay. She said, what you mean? It was a little cartoon joke. It's on my Facebook page. He said, oh, she said, what you mean? He said, okay, yeah, you're looking for a daddy, not a man. Or the question she said was, he's gonna take care of me. He said, oh, okay. Let's go down there. We said, let's go down to the court to fill the papers out. She said, what you gonna do that for? She said, because you looking to be adopted. You're looking for a daddy, not a man. That's exactly what and I laughed and I saved it too. Where these women think today, they act like a man they ain't supposed to do nothing. That's why you're supposed to watch the woman you're gonna deal with. If y'all looking for a woman for looks, and it was something my old teacher used to say, look for a woman for duty, not beauty. It's a plus if she is beautiful, but get a woman for duty and not beauty. I mean, what did Judge Judy say? Judy fades, but dumb is forever. That's all depends if you stay dumb. For those who it pertains to. But let's keep it moving. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through her abundance of her delicacies. Now, I shared this last night. Look at all the merchants of the earth getting rich off the things that they're showing you on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. All you see is advertisement. And people just buying. Oh, I want that. Click, I want that. Click, I want that. Click, 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 click. Next thing you know, they get stuff at the front door. The merchants of the earth. Look at it. It's telling you right here. And people can't even see it. That's what I mean. People be living in stuff they can't even see what's going on right in their face. Fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. 4. And I heard another voice from heaven. Okay, here we go. It's another angel, or another voice that is. And I heard another voice from heaven, no different than what I'm doing right now. I'm speaking through heaven, and it's coming through your ears from no matter where you are at this point in present time. I'm speaking through heaven. I'm speaking through the ethers, and it's coming to you through your microphone. Y'all don't even realize that's going on right here, right now. This is what's happening. The angels come down from heaven giving you information. This is going on right now through the heavens. That's what I'm saying. People can't see. They be sitting up there looking at it. They don't even understand what's going on. And I'm giving it to you. But let's keep it moving. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. This is what I'm talking about. Come out of her by getting in your executive office. So you can learn this Jesus stuff all day long. You can learn the law, you can learn everything. But until you get in your executive office that will make you a daughter and a son, or a son and daughter of the Most High, by keeping the words, keeping the law, by the ecclesiastical law, and becoming divinely inspired to do the Creator's will, until then, you are part of the inhabitants of the earth. Revelations 12:12. You don't know it, but you will see. And verse 4 again. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. See that? And that ye receive not of her plagues. See, we got to get in our office to be separated from the system. See, you got to understand. A lot of people are like, well, we still around. All you got to do is put your trust in the Most High. He's going to move you where you need to be. He's going to place you where you need to be. He's going to move you where you need to be. And all you got to do is have an ear to listen and make the move. That's all you need. It's up to you. See, a lot of people don't even have the spirit of discernment today. Why? It's because it's because it has become the habitation of devils and the hold of every foul spirit. These people don't have the capacity to even hear their intellectual spirit talking to them, to give them an understanding of discernment of what's good and what's wrong. They don't have it. This generation today, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. They're going to get caught up. What does verse 5 says? And receive not of her plagues, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yah have remembered her iniquities. The Creator have remembered all the sins that's been going on. Matter of fact, he's seen it before it even happened. Why? How do I know? Genesis 1:1. Genesis 1:1, he's seen everything from beginning to end. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. When he created, he's seen everything. Verse 2 tells you about and the earth was void and without form, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. People think that that's land and darkness. That's not talking about that. The Father's seen everything that's going on, and the darkness he's seen in the minds of the people today. And back in that time and today. Why I say back in that time? Before the flood. And today. He's seen all the darkness, the evil, the wickedness, void of understanding. That's what Genesis 1:2 is talking about. Then it says, the spirit of Yah moved upon the waters. Guess who the waters was? You, me, we. We're living waters. We're living waters. And the Spirit moved upon the waters. And for those who the Spirit come across and landed upon or has woken them up, this is where verse 3 came in. Let there be light. That's when the Spirit come upon us. The light is the law. A lot of people don't even know what that light was. Well, you know natural light and all this other. The light is the law. The Spirit moved across the waters, which is other people. Now the people are beginning to awake. That's why it's called awakening this day. We're beginning to awake. Awake to what? To the knowledge of the Creator and the knowledge of the law. Some to how it says in Revelations 12:3, 12:2. It says, some to everlasting life, and some going to awaken to shame and everlasting contempt. But they're going to awaken. So that's 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And the Creator said, verse 3, Genesis 1 and 3, let there be light. And there was light. And Yah called the light called day, and the darkness he called night. So he separated the light from the darkness. I'm paraphrasing now. The light is the law, darkness is wickedness and evil. Then he said he called light day. He called the light day, and darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning is the day, which is the light, period. A lot of people just don't get it. You got 2 halves of the day. Rising of the sun, the first half, from noon to the going down of the sun at the second half. And also wanted to say, y'all, today is Passover. Tomorrow at 12 noon. If you do the Passover, or when it's supposed to be done, is at 12 noon tomorrow, because tomorrow is the 14th day. And in the 14th day, that's when we're supposed to do Passover. I should have said it in the beginning, but I'm where I'm at right now, so it came to my mind. Tomorrow is the preparation of the Passover. Is supposed to be starting at noon tomorrow. Tomorrow night is supposed to be the Passover celebration, and then we start the unleavened bread on Wednesday. That's the first day of leavened bread. That's a high holy day. Just to let you know. And we will be here doing the celebration right here. Just to let you know. So, tomorrow's the 1st too, isn't it? Or is it the 31st? I think tomorrow's the 31st. Or the 1st, one or the other. I didn't look. But Keep it moving. Verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven. Revelation 18, verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yah has remembered her iniquities. Verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you. Now, this is what remember when it just said a few moments ago? Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, this is me right here talking to y'all now. Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. Get into your executor's office. Start keeping the law. That's me. I'm telling you what it means. I'm reading it, and I'm telling you right now. Start studying the law, keeping the law, understand the Creator's word, and stop worshiping idols. Jesus is an idol. Emmanuel is an idol. If you're calling on him if you're calling any of these, Yahshua is an idol. Prophet Muhammad is an idol. And even though he lived in the day and people bowing to him, you might as well say, Farrakhan is an idol. Buddha is an idol. Krishna is an idol. All these things are idols. Why? First commandment is thou shalt have no other God before me. The second commandment is thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything, whether it is living, dead, you make something or whatever. In heaven above, earth beneath, or waters under the earth. That means no thing. If you're worshiping something, you are in idolatry. And that's the best way I can give it to you. But let's keep it moving. It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. And if you need to know where to find that, that's Exodus chapter 20, where the 10 Commandments is at. We read it every Sabbath. Exodus chapter 20. All right. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, which is myself, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Come out of her mentally. You got to come out mentally before you can come out physically. If you come out physically, you can still be mentally the same way. So, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yah has remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. Her works, who? The system. What the system has been doing to you, especially you, Israel. The whole system, Israel, who we are as a people. What the system have done against us as a people. They were murdering our people in the streets. They're unjust in the justice system, as they call it. They're not just. We are at the bottom of the totem pole. Reward her as she rewards you. Once you come out and get into your office that where we at, you're going to find remedy. And I got proof behind it. Hey, all I got to say is I know what I'm talking about. Y'all can look at some of the testimonies that's going to be coming up, as well as 2 of the testimonies that's been done so far. All I can say is up to you. All right? It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works, in the cup which she has filled to her double. The cup that she has filled to herself, filled to her double. It's like giving a person a shot. Here, take some more. Take some more. Come on. I can't take no more. Here, take some more. Take some more. You know how it is when a person get drunk? Take some more. What they call it? When they drink too much, it's called food poison, or you get poisoned by drinking too much. This is what's going on. It's time for us to give them back the stuff that they did to us. And you just got to know how to do it. We got it. All I'm saying is that, verse 7, how much she has glorified, here we go, the system. I keep trying to say this devil, the system. How much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously. Off of you. Off of you. How much she had to glorify herself and live deliciously, so much torment and sorrow. Give her, for she have, Give her, for she saith in her heart, there you go, for she saith in her heart, I sit as a queen and am no widow. Actually, you look up the word queen, queen means whore. I sit as a whore. Look up the word queen and see what it really means. All you women talking about, I'm a queen. I'm a queen. Whores. And that's all we got in America. If y'all ain't trying to stick, if y'all ain't with a man and sticking with a man, you are a whore because you giving it up to, for you who giving it up to everybody more than one that you got, you a whore. I'm telling you to your face. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. She's a whore. That's why she ain't no widow. She give it up to anybody. Now look at what Trump just did. Trump cut off all that. Trump, I'm just giving you a point of view. Not saying all this and that because I can't vote. But from my understanding, Trump cut the whoredom off. He said, well, no, now we ain't gonna be just giving you all this stuff because that's what these other presidents and stuff were doing while they was filling their pockets. But these presidents and stuff like that just giving up everything, just going to give stuff to different countries and stuff like that. That's just giving up for nothing, practically nothing. But the heads was getting, you see what I'm saying? The heads were like pimps. The presidents, the presidents, the Senate, all these people who dealing in the higher ranks, they were the pimps for over the people. They was pimping the people. Guess where they were getting the money from to pimp the people to all these different countries? From our Q-sips. And I'm gonna tell you, I done looked at one of the websites. I don't remember. One of the brothers remember right off. I can't remember right off. ESMIEIE, whatever it is, I forgot. Because I remember seeing it. Put your security in there, you can see they getting, it was so thousands of companies using the interest off of your social security number. Or the social security number that's supposed to belong to you. I'm telling you what I know. I showed my cousin was so mad. I'm up here doing all this work. He was up there. It was like he was in shock. I seen his eyes just getting bloodshot red while he was just sitting there. He was shocked because he worked hard at one of them plants. Been working for years. When I showed him that, he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to see it at first. When I showed it to him, he was shocked and pissed at the same time. But hey, let's keep it moving. I sit a queen, a whore, and am no widow because she got all these husbands, and shall see no sorrow. Verse 8. Therefore shall her plague come in one day. Her plague gonna come all at once. Death and mourning and famine. Now, you know, when I saw that yesterday, I didn't want to say it, but it came out anyway. So I'm going to say it this time. The famine point is going to be because, in my point of view, my thoughts is radiation. If they decide to nuke, for all those who are living, where they're going to find food at? Everything going to be radiated, right? Now it's going to be famine for you because you ain't got no food to eat. Unless you start eating people for real like they're already doing from what we're hearing. They're feeding it to you that you don't even know about it. I don't eat flesh. So, but I just want to be in the right place in the right time. If something like that happens, Father, I ask you to just keep me, my family, and the loved ones, that you will have us do the things that will need to be done so we can be safe in your presence, Father. Praise you, Almighty. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. Okay, here we go. And she shall be utterly burned. That's when I said last night, that's when I brought it on out, because I'm going to hold it. But when I say that, the utterly burned to me, is the nuclear attack. That's just on me. With fire. And she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is Yah who judges her. For strong is the Almighty who judged Babylon. And that doesn't mean it just has to be United States. It could be anywhere in the world. It could be. I don't know. I'm not following the wars and all this and that because I know there's a cleansing that has to happen. I know that there's a cleansing that has to happen. You know what I'm saying? In order for us to come in control, these people ain't gonna let go. And if we and no, they ain't gonna give it to us willingly. I mean, they give it to us willingly as they see the Spirit arise in us. But they're gonna a lot of these this Esau mindset. They ain't gonna want to let this go. So whatever the Creator do to allow it to happen, the ones that He have move out the way. That's why people want to stay around us. They blissed when they're around us. But let's keep it moving. Verse 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her. You see that? See what I'm saying? And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Right? They're going to see, they'll be like, oh, we used to get paid by them. And y'all know, this is the most consumer, how should I say it? Consumerist. This is the country that does more consumer in the world. I'll say it like that. They know they get paid off us. So who you think they're talking about? Who do you think they're talking about? And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication, verse 9, and lived deliciously with her, shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Verse 10. Standing afar off, I remember this in my back of my mind. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment. They'll be standing afar off for the fear of that radiation and all that, the nuclear bombs and all that kind of stuff. For the fear of all that. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. See that? And y'all know the ones that's been in this country, heading this country office, went around the world by war and taking over, and then persuaded the people to be a part of the army. You got to do it for the kids. We're doing it to what they say. We're doing it to reserve the right of our country. We're going over here because we're trying to preserve the right for our. You going to take over somebody else's country for the right of your country. Do how that sound? You going over to somebody else's country to set up shop over there and be in control of them in their country to protect your children. How did that sound? You protect your, but see, that's what they feed you. Who? The system. That's what they feed you. They feed you, oh, you got to do it for the kids. You got to go in the army and you got to protect your country. You got to do this. And they feed you with all kind of stuff. And y'all take it hook, line, and sinker. Whoever you may be. But let's look at common sense. Verse 11, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth her merchandise anymore. They ain't buying the merchandise. Why? Because it really ain't no use. It's all what do you call it? Oh man, when you boom. Excuse me. Dang, I can't think. Boy, when I get on here, it's like the names and words I be thinking about don't come until after I get off. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth her merchandise anymore. Rehab. If y'all know about rehab, because I rehab the store before they break everything down to fix certain things up, but everything gonna be broken down and demolished in a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? 12. The merchandise of gold. Okay, here we go. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet. What do that sound like to y'all? What other country y'all know that hold stuff like this? Country. I'm not talking about a space. I said space. To me, I would say Dubai is a space. I'm not. To me, I don't think Dubai is, and I'm not talking about it. I'm just saying that's like a space that may have a lot of stuff, but the country besides Africa. But I can't speak on it. I don't say yeah or nay. I'm just giving my point of view. But we know the one that's mostly talking about that everybody's trying to get to is where? Right here. All right. Excuse me. Of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thine wood and all manner vessels of ivory and all manner vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble. All these different things. And I believe we're the more manufacturers of all this different stuff until they start manufacturing stuff out. But now Trump is bringing everything back home to manufacture this stuff for yourself. Excuse me. 13. And cinnamon and odors and ornaments and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves, see there, and souls of men. You see that? You see that? That last part get you. Last part of 13. We're going to pause after that too. 13 again. And cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep. Here we go. And horses and chariots, which is what we've traveled in from this great state of Michigan, from the great city of Detroit, where the locomotive actually started at. Chariots. What you travel in, y'all say driving, but what we're traveling in daily, that has made it worldwide. Which some people are worshiping vehicles and stuff like that. And slaves, see, went from chariots to what? And slaves and souls of men. The last 3 or 4 things on that verse 13 gives you what happened over here in this country mostly. Not saying it happened anywhere else, but mostly here in this country of America. All right? I'll go with 14. I'll take it to 15. And the fruits that thy soul lust after are departed from thee. And all things which were dainty and goodly, all these good cakes and candies and things like that, right? And the fruit that thy soul lusteth after are departed from thee. And all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee. And thou shalt find them no more at all. You ain't gonna find all that stuff no more. A lot of that stuff is artificial. Am I right? What do you call it? Fructose corn syrup. Monosodium glutamate. See what I'm saying? We ain't gonna find that no more. Why? Because it's all gonna be gone. I think JFK doing RFK, what should I say? I think he's doing a good job at bringing some stuff down now, even though it's happening. I can't say how fast it's going, but I believe he's doing a good job by doing some of the things because I've seen some changes in some things. All right, but this is talking about the things that's going to happen on a big scale. 15. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. They was getting rich by. Now I got items which helps the body, but I don't got it the way these people got it. But I do what I can, and people like what I do. But I'm not looking like these guys doing it, you know. 16. And saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. Well, we're going to pause 16 because we're going to pick back up at 16, maybe at 13. Maybe at 13. We're going to pause this right quick. This is part 1 of Revelations 18 that we're going through at this point in time to share some things about what's going on today, where you're at today, what's going on, what's going to end up happening, what's going to end up happening in time to come, and it may come in a different way than the way we may be seeing it. I may be looking at it, seeing it one way. It could be coming in a different way. It might be happening right among us right now. I don't mean with the burning and stuff like that, but I mean in a symbolic way it could be going on. I don't know. I can't speak on that. But from what I'm seeing here, it's mainly talking about Babylon, which is what? The whole world plus the main portion of Babylon, which is this country right now, the way things are looking, the way they think, the way they have everything set up. Excuse me, y'all. So, but the merchants of the earth, what do they get? You cannot deny the merchants of the earth don't get paid off the people here in America. Y'all can't deny that. You can't deny it. It's in your face. And you do it. And everywhere you look at now, I tell you what, I even hear across seas on TikTok in Japan or China, it ain't like that is over here. The stuff they feed us with so much rhetoric and stuff and knowing you're gonna get paid. And look up for yourself. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm not talking bad about it. I'm just telling the facts. That's all I'm doing. I'm not trying to talk bad about TikTok or Facebook, YouTube, any of them. I'm just telling the facts on what's going on and what's in your face that you may not be able to see. Somebody got to show you. So other than that, just want to share you that I am that Lkhyym in Daniel chapter 12, verses 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's me. Showing the holy people who they're really supposed to be. Waking them out of their dead beds, which is really in their heads. For all of you who's living in the new, this is for you. I'm that same Lkhyym in Revelations 12, battling that red dragon where Satan dwell, who deceiveth the whole world but prevaileth not, because the horn is blown without a doubt. This was prophesied for you to see that Lkhyym is really me. I thank y'all for y'all time, your patience, your listening ear, your seeing eye. This is in a part 1 of Revelations chapter 18 or Revelations 18, and we'll be right back with part 2 in a few moments. We're going to pause you, Dave. We're going to pause you for a moment because you're the full video. So we're just going to pause you and we're going to say bye to YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Excuse me, and we'll be right back. Peace.
Recording stopped.
All right. Now, for Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, I'd like to thank y'all for being here and also want to share with you that in the rising of the morning of tomorrow in the day, tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m., we have Introduction to Sovereign Class of Knowledge. That's Introduction to Sovereign Class of Knowledge at 7:30 a.m. in the rising. About, what time is it now? I was going to say about, it ain't even 6 hours yet. So I said about maybe 9, not even 9 hours now. 8 to 7 hours, 9 to 7 hours, I put it like that. We'll be doing maybe a little bit more. We'll be doing Introduction to Sovereign Class of Knowledge, which is the information I'll tell you is going to help you come out of my people. Separate yourself from this satanic system, all right, which is the Roman Empire. So, how you go about doing that? You can text me your name, your number, and your email. And when you text me that, also add to it, I would like to know more information about the sovereign classes. That's all you got to do. I'd like to know more information about the sovereign classes. Text me your full real name, your name, number, and your email. Then what I'm going to do is take your name, your email, and put in my Google Calendar. If you don't have Google Calendar, go to Play Store, download one because your information going to come up in there where you can connect with us and come to the classes. But I'm going to take your email, put in my Google Calendar. It's going to come up in your email. Your email going to hold all the different dates to the information that we have, and that's an invite. Excuse me. It's an invite. So you'll be invited to the classes, and there's information you'll get and you'll see as well. We're going to have a we're going to have the calendar, your Google Calendar. Your syllabus is going to be in the Google Calendar to understand what you need to do and go from there. We go over the syllabus every week so you can have a better understanding of what's going on, and we break the information down. So don't forget, once you do that, text me your name, number, and email. I'll send you the information. I put it in my Google Calendar. It's going to come to your email. You accept the invites to all my different platforms, and then you'll be getting notifications, and then the information will come up in your Google Calendar. So if you will, just text me at 770-572-5315. That's 770-572-5315. Or you can email me, same thing, but you can also add, just so I know, don't just give me your name, number, email. Somebody did that one time. I don't know who they was or what. But the whole thing is, also text me, I'd like to know about your sovereign classes, right? Once you do that, you text me and or email me at lkhyym@gmail.com. Again, you can text me at 770-572-5315. Then email me at lkhyym@gmail.com. Now, that way you can connect with me on there. That's the only private class. Gonna be on Zoom only. We don't do those classes on public at all. They're on Zoom only. But the other Zoom classes that we do have, the others, because these are Zooms, the other Zoom class that will be sent to you as well will be the that's on Tuesday. So let's just go from there. On the Sabbath, which is Saturday, we have Assembly of the Righteous. It's called Assembly of the Righteous, and we're on at 12 p.m. noon. 12 p.m. noon on Assembly of the Righteous. That's next. And then we have Fight Fire with Truth, which is open conversation. Excuse me. Which is open conversations on Sunday, the night after Sunday. Fight Fire with Truth, which is open conversation. And latest two I did was Sovereign Testimonies and second Sovereign Testimonies. Look for third Sovereign Testimonies next week or this week coming up. But other than that, that's on Sundays at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. And then we have on Mondays, as we are tonight, we have Mikhail's Knowledge of Truth. That's Mikhail's Knowledge of Truth. You can still text me your information if you like. Or no, we'll be in the calendar that I'm going to send to you. That's going to be all those will be in there, but those will be in your email. You can accept those if you like. Now, if you like to go to the public platforms, we're also here on YouTube and also X, formerly known as Twitter. That's YouTube and X, formerly known as Twitter. Excuse me, y'all. I'm thinking the itis coming on me because I ate just before I got started. And I think it's coming down on me. So, like I said, we're on YouTube and X, formerly known as Twitter. And you can catch us at either one, YouTube, where you can like, subscribe, and share, or on X, formerly known as Twitter, at JuicePro33. Again, that's JuicePro33, which is spelled JuicePro33, all together, one word. We try to put it in search engine, they're going to try to separate it. But it's all one word, JuicePro33, all right? And then, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. So, and then that's on X, formerly known as Twitter, and you can like, subscribe, and share on YouTube. Next but not least, you can also catch me on Facebook.com. That's Facebook.com, which is not Facebook.com, on Facebook with Mikhail Harris. put that in there, and you'll catch me on there. Which is my Facebook is Michael Harris, which is spelled M-I apostrophe CHAEL space HARRIS. Again, that's M-I apostrophe CHAEL space HARRIS. Excuse me. Michael Harris. Boy, y'all. Then also we're on Instagram and one of my TikToks. Instagram and one of my TikToks, excuse me, y'all. My Instagram and one of my TikToks is under Lkhyym underscore the juice, which is spelled LKHYYM underscore THEJUICE. Again, that's LKHYYM underscore THEJUICE. Excuse me. All right, excuse me. Woo. So, there's Lkhyym underscore the juice. That's my Instagram and one of my TikToks. My other TikTok and my other YouTube. My other TikTok and my other YouTube is under Michael the Juice Harris. That's MICHAELTHEJUICEHARRIS. Again, that's MICHAELTHEJUICEHARRIS. All right. That's on my TikTok and my other YouTube. All right. That's my other YouTube and my TikTok. Now, last but not least, we have Instagram. Last but not least, we have Patreon and Rumble.com. Both of them / LKHYYM. Both of them are for the long version for Zoom, for the long version, for the videos. Excuse me, y'all. Look, coming. So again, last but not least, that's Patreon.com and Rumble.com. Both of them / LKHYYM. That's LKHYYM. Other than that, I'd like to thank y'all for your time, your patience, your listening there, your seeing eye. We'll be right back with part 2. Even though my eyes is getting like this, I'm going to be good because I get into the word. But when I get to this, the more going to be hitting me, I already know. So other than that, we'll be right back with part 2. And we're going to say bye first over here to Facebook. Thank you for your time, your patience, your listening there, and your seeing eye. Be right back with part 2 of Revelations 18. Peace. Instagram, you're next. Okay. Alfonso, hold on now. I'll put you in while we are pausing. Alfonso, what's up with you, bruh?
Oh man, how we doing today, boss?
We doing good. We doing good. I'm just pausing for part 2, and I'm coming out of Instagram right now. But hold on real quick. Instagram, I'll see you in a few moments. I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Whittier Bodega. Hey, it's like to see you, cuz. Thanks for coming through. Other than that, peace. All right. And last but not least, before we go, YouTube. I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Appreciate, love you. See you soon and always. Peace.